Hello, everybody. What do we have here? Looks like we have some action here. Oh my gosh. We have some before I've even started, I see that Mona has done a little kindness to everybody. Thank you so much, Mona. Very sweet. Looks like Mona gave some memberships out and dropped a very generous super thanks. I can't thank you enough, Mona. Thank you so much. Sorry you'll have to miss it's for Paulina for Mother's Day. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. It's Mother's Day in Mexico today, and so me and my little guy just went out and picked out a nice perennial for the great wife slash mother. And thank you so much, Mona. And hello, everybody else. Thank you guys for tuning into the live. I am back in my car. This is the old days. If you haven't seen me live in my car, I used to go live in my car for a while. And Victoria, hello. Thanks for stopping by. It's just you and I for this moment. I was saying I'm back in the car, back to doing the live streams in the car for a bit. I did all my live streams from the city in the last few months, I think, and I've been transitioning as my show closed. Show closed a few weeks ago, as you guys probably know, or some of you know. And so I'm back home, back to the old routine. And so I wanted to go live. I feel weird. This may sound weird because I post almost every single day right now. Maybe I'm over posting. Feel free to let me know if it's taxing on you guys to have to watch Jeff videos nearly 7 days a week. But even though I'm posting almost every day, I feel strangely disconnected from everybody. I don't know why that is. It's just a weird. I'm going through something. I think just the transition of being, just changing back to the old routine. I'm not even sure why that is, but things are going pretty well. The pollen, the allergies over here on the east coast of New York, it is like insane. We were outside this morning doing a little yard stuff, and there's oak trees on the property, and they have this like kind of those long brown strings of like, call them like, kind of like just like brown dots of like pollen. Those are falling, so the ground is covered in brown stuff. But on top of that, it's like snowing. Little white flecks of pollen and stuff. It's insane. Very windy today. And I'm just having a hard time with the allergies. I don't know how everybody else is doing out there, but the allergies have been absolutely insane. Victoria, how you doing? Are you still with me? I hope you're doing okay. Let me know how you're doing. Give me an update. Like as I said, things are good. I've been kind of in and out of weird mental states. It was just kind of bizarre how life goes. You go through. I was unemployed for such a long time, and then I did this show in the city, and I was doing that show for 4 months. So that was 4 months of 6 days a week commuting into the city. Sorry for my just allergies. That's so itchy. I lay down in bed and like my mouth is like itchy, my ears are itchy, and then I wake up. I have asthma in the morning. You're awake and alive too. That's the double whammy. How would you manage that? That's good. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. My little counter keeps going to 0, and then I don't know if I have a bad signal or what, but yeah, it's funny. Going into the city was a crazy change back to my like old school, but not to get like too into it all, but I used to live in the city, and so my commute to the theater when I had my previous job was caffeine. I know. And funny enough, yesterday I had extra coffee because it was really rainy and gray, and we were both so tired. And when the little guy went down for his nap, we were like, either we watch 30 minutes of TV or an hour of TV, or we could take a nap. And I tried to lay down for a nap, and then we just couldn't nap. And we were like, I'm gonna make some fresh coffee. And so then I laid down for bed last night, and I never get affected by caffeine. Like, it never affects me. I never drink coffee and get energy. I just drink coffee and I like it, and I'm like, oh yay, coffee. But last night I laid down in bed and I was like, goom, goom, and my mind was just racing and circling because I found myself a little audition for another show, which is one of the topics just to like vent about. Like, so I've been home now. Who's that? Hello, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by, not Johnny. Pre-ocean chlorphenamine. I should have worn my glasses. I was thinking how it's so hard, getting harder and harder to read that stuff. I don't think I know. I don't think I know that specific stuff, or try to use, not to be like a nerd, we have all these like everything is like, I don't take a lot of like medicine anymore. We have some organic stuff that I take. I don't even know if it's helping. I do sinus rinses, I breathe steam, but we've been out a lot. I'm going to take on the task of maintaining my yard this year to save money. So I was like weed whacking and blowing stuff and mowing the lawn, and it's just been so pollinated. We have maple trees bloomed, and then the oak trees bloomed, and then it's been nuts. But I've just I've just been like, okay, so my commute to the theater used to be like 6-minute walk for 7 years when I lived in the city, and when I had that long job, really long job. And now my commute, as I said, it's like roughly amounts to like 3 hours and 20 minutes round trip. So I was spending 6 days a week, 3 hours and 20 minutes commuting for 4 months, missing my family, making very crap money, and then it closed. And so now I'm back to like the routine. I'm like loving my being with my little guy 24/7, working on my good sized computer for my editing, and like kind of feel like I'm like relaxing again of like, oh, this is normal. But man, do we need, I need to work. I really need to work. And that's just the reality. So I'm looking for auditions. Yeah, local honey. I know. I've been thinking that this week too. I think I used to take Claritin, but I don't think it worked. Sometimes my heart would race. I know it was like, I think Allegra. I don't even know. Maybe I should look into what that is. I don't know that term. And it's pre Piriton. I'll look it up later. I wonder sometimes like I feel like there's better medicines in like other states, but chewing gum is good. That's a good idea. I heard there's some interesting new chewing gum. It's like really, really, really good for you. Like if you chew it, like cures your cavities. I keep seeing ads for it on Instagram, but it's expensive. Um. Anyway, I just like I got to find more work is my point. I think I told you, most of you guys probably heard from previous live streams. My manager dropped me flat on my back towards the end of the off-Broadway show. Still not super happy about how that happened. So I've got to find a new manager or agent or find my next job on my own. It's really tough. And it's so funny. Like, I feel like having this job and working made me stress more about money rather than giving me comfort. It's just bizarre. Yeah, I do get it. I do get it with the chewing. Oh, it catches the pollen. Agent. Agent. Yeah, I'm an actor. So, got to get agents. Got to have an agent to get you the auditions. And when I do these vertical live, you always get some strange comments. So, if you're a real person, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You're a carpenter. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Great, great job. You must be strong. Anyways, I'm just blabbling, but tools and the knowledge and the proficiency thereof. That's great. Very cool. That's good. So I found myself an audition here and there, and then it just poses me like now, like potentially if I were to book another job, it's only just an audition. But if next time I book a job, then I'm back in the city again, back on the train, back in and out. It's just yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Anyway, so working on all my parodies. You all know, if you check out my channel, you guys, if you're new here and you're commenting, please go check out some videos later. Subscribe if you want. I make parodies. I'm a comedian, an actor, a painter, and stuff like that, and I make parodies. I'm parodying a lot of TV shows right now. So many, actually, too many. I just started doing the show Poly Family, which is pretty interesting. I've done two parodies of it, and I'm just about to film the next one. And I do the Sister Wives. I'm working hard on the Sister Wives. Last week's episode of the Sister Wives was it was abridged. There was a little bit of silliness in the beginning, and then it was cut short by when the awful stuff happened. So obviously, I'm not going to go anywhere near touching all that sad stuff. But I will be releasing, and I released a short Sister Wives parody today, really short. This thing with Mary, but I'm going to release a longer one, a little bit longer one called "Will Someone Please Play Frisbee with David?" I filmed it yesterday. It's going to be a little complex to edit. But that's going to be really silly. And oh, I just got a spam text. See, This is why I don't like doing the vertical lives, because you get potentially some weird comments, and then like I just got a spam text to my phone. Like, may not be doing many more of these. I'll do the horizontal. But I'm glad you're here, Victoria. Thanks for being there. It's so tough in the acting industry. It is so hard, and even harder. It's just I 25 years I've been doing this, and I know I got to keep the faith, but like sometimes if I was visualizing it like almost as if my life were like a painting. I feel like the fight was like draining out of me in this one moment of like sadness the other day. I was like, I'm never going to give up fighting. I'm never going to give up the fight. And then all of a sudden I felt like the fight was just like exiting me. And I was like, oh my gosh, what would happen if I became like a freaking just accepted that I can't do it? But I can. I've always thought that I'll make it. And but it's one thing to make it. What is it to make it as an artist? You know, it's sort of like a little bit of a cliche question to ask, but Victoria, please feel free to chime in, because I know you're an artist yourself. I feel like to make it could be a lot of things, but I feel like to me at this moment, without overthinking it, making it is having enough clout that you can work in the way you want to work, in the way that you're capable of working. So you can do movies and big plays where you play the big roles and you do the things, and maybe people are even seeking you out for those things. Not that you have to beg and suckle at the toes and try to get the crumbs out of the rug and hope you get something. And to having made it would be to earn decent money so you can not just support your family, but that you can live comfortably. That's what making it really is to me. The combo of artistic, and I know it's like part of it is like not realistic, and actors and artists don't get that kind of life. You know, there's such a small percentage. I think I heard that like 99% of actors that are in the Actors Equity Union, which is the stage union that I am in, it's like 99% of those people don't work or never work. And like there's just that one little 1% that work, and then probably even a smaller percent that actually work regularly or when they want to. So this has just been a weird transition, weird year, weird transition, and having a kid, it just changes things. It doesn't change my desire. It doesn't change how much I want to make it, but all right. I can't wait to block you. Awesome. You're going to be blocked. No, wait, that's the wrong person. This person is getting blocked. Nice. How do I do that? Do I remove? Do I report? Hide user from this channel. Bye. Loser. Freaking loser. What is wrong with people, man? Seriously. Like, what is this world that people like join like random live streams on YouTube just to make like random comments? Like, what is it? Who are those people? Who are you? You freaking weird bot, like strangers. I'm more than happy to have like new people I've never met come in and join and chat. That's always great. I welcome it, but it's so bizarre. Anyway, it's just been a weird time. So I am doing well. I'm working on, let's see. Here we go. We might have a problem here, guys. The hell are these people? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, I'm having a flood of weirdos commenting, so I'll just be removing anybody. I'll put in the warning out. If you're watching this and you put a weird comment, you'll be removed and blocked, which is probably nothing to you, but just so you know. Acting industry is not hard compared to most careers, Nicholas. It's relative, Nicholas. Maybe it's not equally as hard as labor, but I don't know if you're an actor or not, but trying to get work as an actor is the hardest thing that I can say. So, but as far as, you know, relative to when you're actually working, I don't know that that's true, Nicholas. For me, my experience, I've been an actor for 25 years, and when you have a job, it is extremely difficult. When you work on stage, it's like blue collar work. You do repetition, 8 shows a week, and you do the same exact movements and motions. You get injuries. I have 10 different disc injuries from my previous job. Physically, it's brutal, and emotionally, it's very challenging as well. And then when you don't have a job, it's probably one of the hardest careers to get a job in. So that's just my opinion, but that's just from my experience. But I'm not to say that it's the hardest career in the world or anything like that. I mean, there are so many hard careers out there. And anyway, so we'll see how this live stream goes. I may cut this a little bit short. Yeah, MMA fighters, definitely. Yeah, all hard laborers. Yeah, those are hard jobs, definitely. Well, Victoria, I need you. Well, Nicholas, I'm not saying it's harder than getting punched in the face, but okay, wow. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is end this live stream. This has been a mistake. I'm getting some really bad comments and weird people. Anyway, Nicholas, just to finish this little back and forth, it's not a competition of which career is harder than the other. I don't think I said that acting is harder than MMA fighting or working on an oil rig. I'm just letting you know from my experience that it's really hard. So, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm getting a lot of strange comments, and it's just pointless to sit here and be blocking people who are making weird comments. So, hi, listen, if you want to join in, hi guys, Pernilla, Bolden, Beloved, good to see you guys. I'm getting a ton of spam comments right now. I've had to block like 4 people, and they're like all like perverted comments. So I think it's because I'm doing the vertical live. So I'm gonna have to end this, but I will start a horizontal one straight away. So if you want to join me for 10 minutes more or so of just chit-chatting, I would love to see you guys. Just check the channel, go to the live category. It'll be I'll go in live again in like less than 1 minute. Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.